Russian and Ukrainian delegations have arrived in Istanbul for a second round of peace talks. Both sides will present documents outlining their ceasefire demands. The meeting is still going ahead despite Ukraine destroying 40 Russian bomber planes in a large-scale drone attack on Russian airbases on Sunday. This video appears to show the attack as drones were launched from inside Russia. President Zelensky says Operation Spiderweb took more than a year and a half to plan and described this as absolutely brilliant. The scale of the operation is vast, with the strikes hitting at least 4 different airfields from Western Russia, Moscow, and reaching the country's far east, thousands of miles from Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry has said it shot down 162 Ukrainian drones fired overnight after Ukraine launched attacks on Russia's Kursk region that borders Ukraine. Our correspondents Paul Adams in Kiev and Hugo Bashega in Istanbul have been looking at the details of this latest round of Ukrainian strikes and what impacts they might have on any prospective peace deal.
We only have an account from Ukrainian sources on how this was conducted, and they obviously want to present a narrative, but it's a pretty astonishing narrative. The idea that scores of drones were smuggled into Ukraine, loaded into pallets, then put aboard trucks that were then driven, possibly by unsuspecting drivers, to these air bases across the breadth of Russia, where the drones were then launched remotely, one by one, and able to target those aircraft sitting on the tarmac. This is an astonishing feat of intelligence and organization, which, as the Ukrainians have said, has taken a long time to plan and execute, and is clearly designed, and would have been designed even a year and a half ago when they first came up with this idea, to tell Russia and the world that Ukraine is not finished, that it is not necessarily on the back foot. It may be losing territory inch by inch in the east of Ukraine, but that it is still capable of delivering heavy blows at the heart of Russia's military machine.
And a message not only to Russia, you say to the rest of the world, and importantly to the US as well, ahead of these peace talks.
Yes, if people will remember the infamous encounter between President Zelensky and Donald Trump in the Oval Office earlier this year, in which Donald Trump said to President Zelensky that he had no cards to play. Well, in the wake of what happened yesterday, Ukraine is awash with internet memes